What's up everybody, KingGBL here, and welcome back to some KingGBL League. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the team that I've been making a big push with recently. I started off using this team at 2500 ELO, and I got above 2700 with it. So I do recommend this team. I think it's quite strong, and I think you should give it a try. The one big issue with this team is Abomasnow. I'm using Stone Edge on my Clodsire. If you wanted to give yourself better Abomasnow coverage, you could go for Sludge Bomb. Basically, if you get Abomasnow in the lead, play it out, take the first move, get off a Sludge Bomb, and potentially shield the second move, and try to get yourself a 1-0 shield advantage with Clodsire. And at that point, probably go into Gridilli, try to get rid of the Abomasnow with a Rock Slide, and try to sweep with Flygon. Abomasnow has been less common because that Macargo Double Grass team has been super common. This team does very well into the Macargo Double Grass. As you can see, this basically just beats the entire team by itself. Also, this team is triple strong to Talonflame, so if the opponent has a Talonflame on their team, chances are you're going to win it. The opponent goes for Overheat, so you should be able to see like that's how much it does. The opponent comes into a Chestnut here, which is not very good for my Gridilli. I swap straight into the Flygon. We will be taking switch advantage here. It's most likely going to be a Null or Grass in the back, so we do want to keep our alignment here. Low-key at this point, getting Gridilli on the Macargo might be the best play. The opponent lets me farm them the whole way down, and they do come into Whimsicott. If you get a Whimsicott on your Flygon, go for Scorching Sands. It does about 40% of them. It does a lot. Look at that. Dragon Tails plus Scorching Sands gets them below 50%. We come in, go for the Wombo combo play on the Stone Edge. The opponent lets it go, and I think we should be okay here. We do 4 and fro on the Stone Edge. I'm going to try my absolute best to make a second one, and hopefully we should be clear to win this. Do we make the Stone Edge? We just about do make the Stone Edge, so I think we're basically fine here at this point. We can come into Gridilli. They probably are going to bait me here, because they of course want to lower my attack, right? So this is a difficult call. I go for the catch, the opponent does not fall for it, and we're looking to be in a bit of a tricky spot here. I decided to let this move go. I think, like, okay, Rock Tomb. The opponent does go for the Rock Tomb, so that is perfect. We free and 4 for good timing here. This Rock Slide will not knock it out because of that debuff. We will have to get off 2 Rock Slides. The opponent most likely baits again. However, I believe I'm 1 off the move, and with that being the case, we can just 1 and throw. Macargo cannot store 2 moves, so if they throw 1, they're at least 1 Incinerate off the next move. Hopping into the next battle, we've got Clodsire versus Dunsparce. Very fine lead for Clodsire. You can live any 2 moves, and they do not live 2 Earthquakes. So that's basically how we play this out. We can get shield advantage for Flygon in the back, which tends to be pretty decent, as long as they don't have Abomasnow in the back. I've seen opponents playing this out differently each time. Sometimes they shield the first Earthquake, other times they just take both and play at the zeros. Even though they're doing super effective damage with their drill runs, 2 of them don't knock us out. We can definitely just make 2 Earthquakes very easily here. We're still on a decent amount of health, and the opponent lets it go. Like I said, sometimes they shield, sometimes they don't. The opponent comes into their own Clodsire. I make it to an Earthquake, which is amazing here. At this point, I'm considering swapping out because I don't want to get Poison Sting down, although they will still have to throw a move in Clodsire, so probably it's better for me just to stay in here. We get a shield advantage. The opponent takes us out with a Stone Edge. We're up a shield. We can probably come in Flygon, shield once, and just get a ton of energy. That's what I decided to do here. 1 Scorching Sands plus Dragon Tails should definitely knock it out. This might not have even been enough for the Earthquake. The opponent goes for a move. Oh, it is the Earthquake, and then they come into Jumpoff. We come straight into Gridilli. We have super effective Rock Slides. I would guess this is probably a win for Jumpoff, to be honest with you. Jumpoff just so bulky. Although 2 Rock Slides is going to be getting it quite low, so we'll see what the opponent wants to do here. Get the first one off. It's not like we can really Bullet Seed down here, so we're going to see how this plays out. I'm pretty much happy just to let this play out fully. 2 Energy Pulse does not knock me out. 2 of my Rock Slides does not knock them out, so it's a pretty neutral match overall. I come into Flygon to go for the snipe here. I feel like if I just get rid of this thing, we're basically fine. We have, like I said, a shield here. I can go straight for Dragon Claws at this point. These Dragon Tails are adding up on the Clodsire. We're going to shield the Stone Edge. Of course, they're going to bait here. We're going to 1 and 4 the Dragon Claw. This will get them decently low, so I'm pretty much happy to go for this bait at this point. If they let it go, I'll more or less be able to farm them down. And we still have some health left on our Gridilli, so even worse comes to worse, they do take me out. Gridilli can still deal with it, but we just Dragon Tail the whole way down, and that's good games. Like I said, guys, we started off, I believe, on 2508, and I ended up on 2700 ELO with this team. Now here is the problem. Here's Abomasnow. I found it extremely difficult to beat this. I mean, like, it's obvious why. By the way, guys, I see some people running this team with Abomasnow instead of Flygon, so that is definitely an option. If you want to be a little bit better into Abomasnow, you could try that. Now what I decided to do was get 1 shield, come into Gridilli, and basically take the first move. 1 Rock Slide unfortunately does not knock them out, and we do get this off here. We're just trying to get damage on this thing, man. Can we get this low? The opponent's double shielding their Abomasnow, and they do go for a catch. That's so unfortunate. They catch on Dunsparce. Maybe we can do something here now though, because we have 2 shields up, right? So we'll be able to one-shot the Abomasnow. I think I sort of have to come into Flygon here at this point. I do come into the Clodsire. I do wonder if this is a mistake, honestly. I do wonder if this is a mistake. Maybe I should have came into the Flygon first, because I could have just double shielded, get a bunch of energy, right? And then just basically like double Dragon Claw the Abomasnow. Instead, I put this all into the Flygon with 2 shields at the end. I wanted to absorb the energy from Dunsparce, put it all here, but I don't know, I just think this was not the best way to go. I need something to be extremely weak to Flygon. Flygon with no shields is kind of rubbish in this cup. Unfortunately though, the opponent does outpace me, and we do lose that match. Most of the Abomasnows are a Miller Ball, so you do get outpaced pretty heavily. Anyway guys, we go 3-2 and that's it, and we're up to roughly 2650 at this point. Like an absolute potato, I forgot to record my first set of battles, so you're not going to see the battles from 2500 to roughly this ELO. But like I said, we did make quite a big push here, and hopping into the next one, we have a very negative lead in Diggersby. We come into Gradilli, we have 2 sort of half-decent answers to Diggersby, and I get outpaced to the first move. I don't really care about timing here, because it takes them 14 turns, and it takes me 13 turns to get to my move, including the 1-turn swap here. They get off a Scorching Sands, I'm happy to let that go, and the opponent comes into a Wigglytuff. I'm super happy to see this here. We can potentially, I really want to get out of here with a move if possible, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. We get this off, I'm going to get off the next Grass Knot as well. Banking a move here would be so nice, but I just decided to get out. We're going to come into the Clodsire, and at this point I'm wondering like, is this going to be Double Charm? Diggersby Double Charm, is that a thing? Is that really a thing? Is Diggersby Double Charm going to be a part of my life here? I decide, okay, we'll just Stone Edge this thing. Hopefully it's not Diggersby Double Charm. Hopefully my Switch Clock comes back up quite soon. I'm happy enough to shield up a potential Scorching Sands here, try to keep the Clodsire alive, but actually I'm not, I'm just gonna take the move. I'm desperate to get out of here with the energy. I get out with an Earthquake, and we come into the Flygon. We're Flygon, so we shield everything, and like I say, we're just hoping it's not Whimsicott in the back. I still think it might be. We're gonna go for a big Scorching Sands, and the opponent catches it on Quagsire. Okay, this is pretty fine actually. The opponent's super ABI weak to Grass, by the way. Can we get to this move in time? What I decide to do here, shield up this move, I should be able to overfarm a little bit extra. At this range I can even commit to the farm down, we farm it the whole way down, we go straight for the Scorching Sands. I just want to get this energy off. I've got an Earthquake banked on the Clodsire, you can just let this go here, and if the game functions correctly, we should be able to get off the Earthquake and we should be basically fine to win this here. The game functions correctly, we get off the Earthquake, and that's going to be good games. So this is the really good thing about this team, right? It's really weak to Abomasnow, but if you find things like Diggersby, Dunsparce, you still have a ton of play and you're still able to play out of these matchups, and that's what I really liked about this team. We're going to go for the Earthquake here. This is going to do a lot of damage to Flygon. We catch the move on Cradilli. Absolutely love to see it. The opponent actually baits me here going for Dragon Claw, which I found quite interesting, and then they come into a Breloom. This is looking really rough, dude. I think this is before Junkus uploaded his video. Breloom just kind of wrecks my whole team. Honestly, this thing's pretty insane. I think I come back in with the Clodsire and basically try to absorb the damage. I live a Seed Bomb here. I'm happy enough to let this go. The opponent should not be living a Stone Edge from this range. Even though they resisted, I think it should just about knock out, or if not, we can get 1 or 2 Poison Stings. They should just die to this here. We'll see what the opponent wants to do. I'm expecting them to come back into the Flygon. We come in, we're going to commit to the farm down. Thankfully, the opponent throws a move here, meaning I get to retain some of my health and Flygon. Opponent then comes into Dunsparce, and I think we're actually fine here. I can either go for double Dragon Claw, or I think like triple Dragon Claw is what I would need, or I go for 1 Scorching Sands and commit to the farm down here. We do go for the Scorching Sands, we do commit to the farm down, and it should be a simul KO. Actually, I think I will just about hang on here. And of course we have a Clodsire in the back. So in that matchup, had the opponent went for the extra Dragon Tail, I might have been cooked there. Jumpoff lead, fantastic lead for Clodsire. We're going to like to of course go for Stone Edges here. I'm going to be just anticipating the catch. The opponent will win CMP. We're not going to go for the move right away. We're anticipating a catch, so I just need to be a little bit careful here. The opponent goes for the chip, they come into Diggersby, I come straight into Cradilli. This is not like super comfortable for Cradilli, even though we resist the quick attacks, even though the Fire Punch is neutral and the Scorching Sands is neutral, still not super comfortable, even though we've got super effective damage. That's why Diggersby is just so good. We're still going to be fine here. I'm expecting the opponent to let it go. We're going to take this next move, and then we should be able to free and throw for good timing here. Yeah, free and throw for the Grass Knot. I would be kind of shocked if they shielded this move. We do have a decent amount of energy here. Oh, they do actually shield it, and they do go for the next move. They could start spamming Fire Punch at this point. I think I probably could be going for Rock Slides here. I was anticipating the catch, and Rock Slide should be sufficient from there anyway. The catch and Jumpoff, we've got pretty much 100 energy on here, so I can just go for this right away. And the Diggersby is getting really close to Earthquake range, so I'm pretty happy with this. Earliest coming in, we're going to sting it the whole way down. See what the opponent wants to do. They come into Diggersby, they're actually in Stone Edge range, and we're basically going to see what the opponent's got in the back. I've got a feeling it might be Flygon back there. It's actually Macargo, so what we're going to do here is do 7 and throw, go for the Stone Edge. I've no reason to full send the nuke. The opponent's going to shield every move here, and yeah, we can basically come into Flygon, I could just sack the Flygon at this range because we do make a move on the other thing. The opponent does go for big overheat. We comfortably survive that there. The opponent throws another move, but I think this is in vain at this point. I probably do make it to a Scorching Sands. That's going to be good games well played. Like I said, this whole team is very hostile into fire. If you're running a fire in your team, it's going to be very hard to beat me. Of course, we can sometimes lose Swap, right, and get Whimsicott on our Flygon. That can be the worst case scenario with this team. In the next battle here, we've got the Magcargo lead again. We're on Poison Sting, of course, so we're doing resisted damage here. I make a bit of a mistake here. I should be throwing a Stone Edge. The opponent allows me to build up to the Earthquake. I should be baiting it. They build up to 5 here, meaning that they can basically overheat and dip. They go for a Rock Tomb like an absolute potato. The opponent has to be super weak to this if they're staying in like this. There's no reason for them to be staying in if they have any sort of answer in the back. They end up coming into a Superior. We do go for a Stone Edge here. Maybe I could have came straight into my Flygon, but I think we definitely will here at this point. Serp does beat Flygon, that's the issue. We do actually manage to make it to this move, and I think I'm pretty much happy to let the Flygon go at this point. It's obviously going to be a double grass team, so I just need to put the hope and trust into the Clodsar. The opponent's put in a lot of damage against it, so it's looking a little bit awkward now. I'm expecting it to be something like Whimsicott on the back, so I decided to come into Credilli. This is not a very comfortable matchup either. Serp, of course, with neutral Frenzy Plants, just doing an absolute ton of damage. I decide here, just to keep my Clodsar healthy though, maybe I could have come in shielded once and went for a Sting Down or something like that. They come into this, I come back into the Clodsar, we get off the Earthquake, and we're going to see what's in the back. Had the opponent caught the move, this might have been a little bit tricky. The opponent comes into Whimsicott, and yeah, this is basically curtains for the opponent. I'm over farming as much as possible here, trying to get as many stings into this as I can before we Stone Edge it here. We go for the Stone Edge before they reach back-to-back moves, and we're just hoping this is enough to knock it out, because our Credilli is still a little bit off a move. I do wonder, does my Credilli live a Seed Bomb from this range? That's kind of what I need to happen. They go for the Seed Bomb here. We're like pretty far off the move. I think we would live a Seed Bomb. The opponent commits to the Moonblast, and we do take this win here. So yeah, that got very, very awkward. The opponent stayed in the lead, made it tricky and awkward with the Clodsar, which of course protects our back Pokemon. And once again, we're seeing this lead. Magcargo lead is just everywhere at the minute. The opponent comes into Girafarig. We come into this. Again, we have free answers on the team too. We have free answers to fire in the team, so we're basically fine. The opponent goes for the defense drop. I'm expecting them to double shield here, so I go for the Rock Slide, which I don't think will be knocking it out. I think I'll be happy enough if I can get the opponent's final shield here. I decide to shield this move, go for a Grass Knot and see what the opponent wants to do here. Yep, we go for one and throw, get off this Grass Knot, and I think we'll be looking to swap into Flygon at this stage. Could it be like double confusion? I'm not too sure what this team's going to be. The opponent comes into a Whimsicott. We are shield up here. So what I'm thinking is, okay, we get a big damage on this, right? The opponent's going to probably commit to the Farm Down, which is kind of awkward. 2 Seed Bombs does a lot of damage to the Clodsar. If I can sting this down, I should be able to get off an Earthquake on the Magcargo, and I should be able to sting down the Giraffe. The question is, where do I put my shield? That's the real question. Seed Bomb, it doesn't do too much, so I'm like, you know what? We're going to catch the move in Credilli. We're going to commit to the Sting Down. As soon as the Giraffe comes, they go for Hurricane of all things. The opponent goes for Hurricane. I absolutely love that moveset. I think it's an amazing moveset. I think here, do I shield this? Do I shield the overheat? This does less than an overheat. I have to commit, but I can't commit to the farm down because they're going to get to the next move, or they're going to farm me down. Can I still win this right here? Come on, please, Clodsar. We do make it to the Earthquake. Stone Edge is just about 45%, so that would not have been enough. This is double super effective Earthquake, and we do take that win, so super close one there. Once again, we get the Flygon on the lead. Very happy with this. This is no problem at all. Basically, we can outpace them to an Earthquake. I throw this off an 8, which is bad timing, but it means that I outpace the opponent. We give the opponent one free turn by doing that, which is not the end of the world, because they can threaten the Scorching Sands, get shields off me. I'd rather not give them shields. They go for Scorching Sands here, and I was anticipating the catch, but the opponent does not catch. Now we've got a situation where the opponent's given us both shields. We've got a full health Flygon in the back and a very healthy Clodsar. I think I might just shield and farm down with my own Flygon, because every time they throw a charge move, I'm going to get a free Dragon Tail through. Bang. This game absolutely sucks. I get one turn bring in, so I don't get the second Dragon Tail through there. This game is so annoying, so I decide, okay, I have to catch the move in Clodsar. They should have been dead by this point. I should have got 2 Dragon Tails through there, and they come into Talonflame. This Kentucky Fried Chicken is about to be absolutely cooked by the Stone Edge. This is the one benefit of having Stone Edge. If you see a Talonflame on the team, and we're running double fire here, so Clodsar is just going to absolutely sweep this entire team. Good games well played. You absolutely love to see it. Bang! That one-shots them no matter what. We sting down the Flygon, and that's good games. In the next battle here, we get a Magcargo lead, and the opponent quits the match. It was going to be Magcargo double grass. I was so happy every time I seen Magcargo double grass. I knew I had a good chance to win. However, this is a little bit tricky. This is tricky dicky here. Diggersby, and then they come into an Ursaring. What is this? What is this? I'm expecting the opponent to give up shields here. They do no close combat. This is so tricky. Ursaring is such a cool pick, and whenever I was simming some of these metas in the early part of the season, bang, close combat one-shots me. Ursaring looked like it was amazing, however, on PvPoke, it's basically nowhere to be seen. It's got Swift, it's got close combat, and look how much damage these Swifts are doing. I was not expecting this damage. Low-key, like, they're almost getting me to shield my Clodsire here. This Ursaring is putting in so much work with Shadow Claw, Swift, and close combat. We go for the Stone Edge here. Please let it go, just leave me alone. Ursaring, please leave me alone. We come into Flygon, the opponent comes into the Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I think we've got the win here, guys. We're up a shield. Basically, I can get 2 shields off the opponent here, or I can commit to a farm down. They go for the Brave Bird, meaning I can guarantee myself a farm down here. And yeah, this is just GG's. And we'll definitely land 1 or 2 moves on Diggersby here, which will allow us to deal with it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like on it, subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Big thank you for everybody who's been supporting the level 1 to legend account. I'll probably be doing a lot of that next week. We have Little Cup, and we have Master League next week. So what I'm most likely going to do here is showcase one more team that I've hit Expert with. I hit Expert yesterday. I'm using a really anti-meta triple shadow team. It's super fun, so stay tuned for that. As you can see at the end of the video here, I finished off this team in a 5-0. Like I said, the team is really strong. You just have to worry about Abomasnow. Abomasnow is just the team's worst nightmare here, but if you can avoid that, it has so much play into everything else. If you're super worried about Abomasnow, put on Sludge Bomb on the Clodsire and use your own Abomasnow instead of Flygon. As you can see here, we're up to 2739 with this team. Actually no, 230 ELO gained with this team, so give it a try, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day.